Hello friends, I am Aman and I am going to talk about this Mahindra Scorpio 2011 BS3 model. Now coming up the front, we have a fog lamp right here, two halogen setup from the right and the left, and one indicators. These are the front LED lights. Now coming up to the sides, talking about tire size, the tire size happens to be 235/17 R16, and we get a side body cladding right here, and we get a powered by M-Hawk. This is the name of the turbocharger that powers the engine. So we have a Beijing right here, we have indicators right up front here, we have the door handles right here, and we also have the Scorpio Beijing right there. The rear tire also happens to be of the same size. Now coming at the back, we have a Scorpio Beijing with the Beijing referring to its top model, that is VLX. Now we have a micro hybrid system. I'll explain it to you in a bit what is micro hybrid system. At the rear we also get a Mahindra logo. Now you can see clearly we have a plenty amount of boot space, but the boot space is limited because as the seat gets down, you see there is not plenty amount of space to keep your luggages. So now coming at the rear, we have a fuel lid here. Now coming at the rear, we have a 40-60 split of the seating area. The back seat here, right here, we have a plenty amount of knee room and an ample amount of headroom as well. Sitting at the rear, it feels comfortable but not that comfortable because the seat, you can see, आप देख सकते हैं कि सीट यहाँ से थोड़ा ऊपर है. That's why you feel that the seat is not that comfortable. जबकि अगर आप आगे वाला सीट देखें, that is a bit down, so that feels much more comfortable rather regarding these seats. We also get armrest here, but oops, we don't get a cup holder right here. Talking about the third row seats, the third row seats are not for adults, it is just for the kids. We don't have an ample amount of space. अगर आप यहाँ बैठना चाहते हैं तो बड़े तो नहीं बैठ पाएंगे, बड़े तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं बैठ पाएंगे. अगर ये सीट यहाँ आ जाता है तो we don't even get a leg room for even kids to sit. So पीछे वाला सीट तो बड़े के लिए बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Now we also have two rear vents, AC vents for the passenger side each, and these are the buttons to close the AC vents. This is the 12-volt charging socket that we get to charge our electronic devices. The door handles, the door pockets are not that much pretty functional. It only holds just a 1 liter bottle, but it cannot hold a 2 liter bottle. और यहाँ पे हम लोग अपना मोबाइल electronic devices रख सकते हैं, although it is very pretty small right here. Now coming to the front, you get a very small door pocket. It is not practical enough to keep even 1 liter bottles. Now we have at this side we have the buttons to control the mirrors. This button is to select which mirror to control, left mirror or right mirror. Now this button right here is present to control the headlight leveler. This is the headlight leveler. और इस साइड अगर हम लोग देख ले तो this is to control the lights of the vehicle, and this button, now this is to control the wipers of the button. और ये बटन्स हम लोग क्रूज कंट्रोल के लिए सेट करते हैं. दिस इज टू इंक्रीज द स्पीड ऑफ द व्हीकल एंड दिस इज टू डिक्रीज द स्पीड ऑफ द व्हीकल, एंड दिस इज टू सेट द पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट ऑफ स्पीड. दिस इज टू disengage the cruise control. और इस साइड अगर हम लोग देखें, these are the buttons to control the multimedia of the vehicle. This is to increase the volume, this is to decrease the volume. And अगर आपका मोबाइल ब्लूटूथ से कनेक्टेड है गाड़ी से, then you can also decline the call from right here, and also you can pick up the call right from here. As you can see, you have a picking up button right here. अगर सेंटर कंसोल का बात किया जाए तो we have buttons for the power windows. These are the cup holders. We get 1, 2 and 3 cup holders, actually 4 cup holders. अगर हम लोग इस साइड का बात करें, then we have AC controls right here. This is for the recirculation. This is also AC controls. और अगर हम लोग बटन्स का बात करें तो दिस इज द स्टार्ट स्टॉप बटन. वो पीछे माइक्रो हाइब्रिड लिखा था, it was written right there, micro hybrid. That micro hybrid system is right here. This button is used for particularly for that reason. I'll show it to you in a bit. And this is the buttons for the automatic headlights, and the sensor is right here. Suppose you enter a dark, suppose it is day and you enter a dark tunnel, and if you press this button, the sensor senses that it is dark and it automatically turns off the headlights, and when you get out of the tunnel, it turns off the headlights. This car was launched back in 2011, and in 2011 it was pretty ahead of its time, coming up all these bells and whistles and all these technologies. This is the button to open the fuel lid of the vehicle. This is the rear defogger, and this button is for the automatic rain sensing wipers. The speed of the wiper increases as the intensity of the rain increases, and we also have a 12-volt charging socket here. Now let's see how it's to drive. Now this vehicle is powered by a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder diesel engine, and it produces 120 horsepower at 4000 rpm and 290 newton meters of torque at 1800 rpm. और ये गाड़ी में टॉर्क इतना ज़्यादा है because it is an off-road vehicle. It has a lot amount of torque. That's why as soon as I slot it in first gear and just leave the clutch, it keeps going. See, I don't have to press the accelerator, it just keeps going.
Do wear your seatbelts for a safe drive.
It also gives the vocal warning. If my handbrake is on, it will tell that your handbrake is on. Your seat belt is on. You just heard that it told my seat belt is on. Now the engine has particularly the engine has an ample amount of grunt. It just pulls and pulls and pulls. Now I am at third gear and it's pulling currently at 60 kilometers per hour. Mahindra बहुत अच्छा engine बनाता है. It makes a very good engine and it pulls very linear. See, I am in fourth gear and I don't have to just put the gear down. ये कोई भी gear में गाड़ी this scopes up, and if you want to overtake the vehicle, you just need not to put an gear down. ये कभी कोई भी gear में टान लेता है. And now I am in the top gear. It feels pretty stable, but the ride and handling is good, but it has a soft suspension. That means it has a very good amount of body roll, और body roll होने के चलते, see, it has a very good amount of body roll, very good amount of body roll. और body roll होने के चलते, it doesn't give me that much of confidence on the corners. See, I am at 40 kilometers per hour and the engine is revving at 1200, roughly 1200 rpm, and I am in fourth gear. As soon as I give the gas, the engine does not struggle. It just picks up the pace linearly, steadily, just how you like it. The weather is a bit cloudy today, as we all can see.
Your Scorpio is running on reserve fuel.
Now you notice that?
Your Scorpio is running on reserve fuel.
You notice that it has voice commands, and it also tells you that your Scorpio is running on reserve fuel. And it also has several other commands, like if I open the door right here, if I open the door right now, I don't know why it's not chilling, but it also tells that if I open the door right now, it also tells that my door is open. If my handbrake is engaged, it will also tell me that my handbrake is engaged, and several other features right now. And talking about the engine start-stop system, I'll show it to you in a bit. I just get to a speed, I just slow down, I come to a complete stop. Then I put my vehicle to neutral, and as soon as I leave my clutch, you see right here the light here is blinking and the car is shut down. I have not touched any of the keys. The car is completely shut down. And if it helps in bumper to bumper traffic situation, it helps to save fuel. That's why it is written there as micro hybrid. Now if I press the clutch, now in order to start the vehicle, I don't have to turn the key. I just have to place the clutch pedal. You see right there, the vehicle comes to life. Now that's pretty much it for this 2011. For its age, this vehicle holds pretty much very good. Now for its age, this vehicle holds pretty much very good. Now talking about the NVH level, the noise that comes inside the cabin is pretty much, as because it is a diesel engine, that's why we have, it's a rough, and it's not rough but it's very noisy. But when the multimedia or the speaker systems are on, you barely hear some of the engine noise. But so as I told, see the cornering here, it has a lot of body roll to offer. That's why the cornering does not inspire that much of confidence. The engine is so powerful that it picks up speed at any given rate. The engine is resting at any RPM, it just picks up the space linearly and steadily. I just don't have to downshift in order to overtake. The engine has a lot amount of grunt. Now the low end is pretty good. The engine picks up pace at pretty good at the low end. The mid range is okay, but the engine pulls very speed when it's in 4th gear, and it is currently, and when it's idling at 2500 rpm or 3000 rpm, the engine picks very good pace. Now the the low end of the engine is very good. The engine pulls at any of the RPM. The mid range is also pretty strong, but the engine a bit lacks in the top end. That means the engine does not struggle, but the vehicle feels that it's quite struggling because the vehicle is big, and the air resistance is also a lot. That's why, because of the lot of body roll, so it's pretty hard to cope up with the high speed. After 140-150 km/h, it does not inspire that much confidence to push the vehicle. Now talking about its off-road capabilities, you just don't need to worry. Just see how it glides above the roads. It just glides. The suspension is soft, that's why it doesn't come up right inside your cabin. It just glides among the it just glides upon the worst and the worst of the roads. Talking about its high speed, it has a pretty good high speed, and it picks up pace quite a bit fast. The cornering ability is also very good. vehicle is quite stable at till 140 150. After that the vehicle tends to become quite unstable. But अगर हम लोग ऐसे overall looks और उसके बात करें तो this vehicle is pretty much, people buy SUV not for driving pleasure actually, and not for hard cornering. They buy it for road presence, and this vehicle gives a lot of road presence. And talking about its mileage कि भाई कितना देती है, it only gives, the company claims that it gives 13 to 14 km per liter, but in real world you only get 8 to 9, and if you drive nicely you barely get 10 kilometers per liter.